I want to say thank you to all of my Patreon supporters who help support the channel. Also, I want to say thank you to my Twitch subscribers. Help the channel out by donating or go to patreon.com. Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna do an intro, guys. Here we're gonna do some intros, and here. This is gonna be awesome. So let's start the show. All right, guys. I have something for you, and this gentleman needs no introduction. We're about to do it. And I want to say thank you to Hannibal Amani for...
Deroy Cruz here, your life applications officer. Number one, anyone that's been watching my channel knows that I'm not black conscious.
And yes, we're going to play the whole thing.
We're
going to play the whole thing.
Spoil or agree with black people.
I'm so hoarse.
Just want to say thank you, Lord,
that I can breathe today. Oh, I can breathe.
Deroy Cruz. I love me some white people. Deroy Cruz. I love me some white people. That's another dumb thing that black people jump. That's another dumb thing that black people jump. Deroy Cruz.
What do you love?
I love me some white people. Deroy Cruz. Black. Next to every good black person is a fuck.
Just wanna thank you, Lord, that I can breathe today. Yes, I can breathe because of all.
Sing it, Deroy! Go ahead. Break it down, Deroy. Take us to the bridge.
A piece of the song.
Look here, you stepped into Dragnuts territory.
I'm the mob.
I'm the mob, nigga.
I love me some white people.
I'm superior than a lot of blacks because I follow the right culture. I'm the mob, nigga.
I love me some white people.
You know, I've seen these atheists act like a bunch of fags. I'm the mob, nigga. I love me some white people. A woman flashing her beauty. That's like walking in a room with dog treats. Like, why are you bringing those in here? Are you trying to tease me with treats, or what are you doing?
Yes, with dog treats.
I think women are naive. I love Jesse Lee Peterson. I think he's got a great
He
mind.
loved Jesse Lee Peterson.
He watch mouth. He watch goddamn mouth. And I'm thinking, brothers, sisters, somebody know this lady. Come get your dog. Like, call off your dog, man. Get her out of here. You know. Deroy Cruz, your life applications officer, signing off. Give me something, and I'll write a video about it. God bless you. Good night.
All right. First of all, yeah. Shout out to the love of Hannibal and Monty's shit show. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to their channel. Like, they cover a lot of shit. I've been on their channel a lot of times. They know they need to have me back on the channel. But yes, we're covering Deroy Cruz, our life applications officer. Let's see what he's talking about today, shall we? Oh God, let's go.
Deroy Cruz, your life applications officer.
Oh, I sped them up because we can't listen to them less than 1.5 speed.
Just a little bit more. I always got to do a part 2 to everything I do, but just a little bit more here. So obviously, getting back to what I was saying in part one, as a Christian, I'm totally against sexuality for fun.
Yes, you heard him. He is a Christian. And like shout out to people that I know that are Christian. Some people that I know Christian that I want to stick various body parts into that allow me to would allow me to stick various body parts into. So I have no problem with it. But it's these type of judgmental pieces of shit, conservative black Republican motherfuckers who literally would. You heard the song. He says that he's better than a lot of people who are African American because he follows the right culture. So yes, I poisoned the well, but let's hear what he's about to say.
Sexuality might be fun for married couples, but it is not supposed to be fun for those that are not, married. Sex was created by God, so if you want to hate on God, then you need to leave his sexuality alone. There's no evolution for sex.
So again, this is one of the things that I don't like about these people who try to use but my Bible says so type things. Now, there are a number of people that are progressive Christians that their God makes them a better people. And I have no problem with that. I want to make sure that I tell you this. If your God makes you a better person by believing that there is a moral code that you need to live by, that you don't judge other people by, then that's cool. I'm not, if your God, if your Christ makes you donate to people because you feel a need of, treating others as you want to be treated, then that's cool. But when you are a piece of crap like Deroy, who literally has in a lot of cases crapped on the LGBTQ community and even used his daughter as a springboard to talk about LGBT community stuff, do we have a problem? This is just the epitome of a self-hating conservative. This is it. And to say that, whoa, you can't enjoy sex because sex was created by God and it didn't evolve. First of all, you don't know what you're talking about. Secondly, you're stupid. Like, all right, let's go.
Sex did not come from a big bang. Sex did not come from, any kind of discovery. The discovery was made in the Garden of Eden, and it was preached to those that were the people of God to populate their livelihood that way.
I'm going to have some big, oh my God, 2012 big atheist vibes here. First of all, Deroy, if it was just Adam and Eve and they had two sons, who did the sons have as wives? I'm like, if you want to go through the deduction, the logical conclusions of which your holy book says, who did Cain and Abel? Well, I guess Seth, because Cain killed Abel. Who did they have kids with? I mean, like, okay, let's go.
And I've even heard atheists and evolutionists criticize, the belief in the population.
And sex didn't come from the Big Bang, but Lord have mercy, when I have the great partner, it's a definite Big Bang. I had to make that joke. Let's go.
Of humanity. You can't add evolution, or you can't get scientific about that either. It is what it is. Okay.
And it's this whole dismissal of science. It's just like, we have evidence of science, dog. And I know I'm just pausing a lot, and we're not even 2 minutes into this video. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Let's go.
I want to say this. You shouldn't have to fight to be normal. I've noticed that this whole transgender gay thing is always a fight to be normal. And, I watch people struggle. I mean, actually struggle with the fact that they've chosen a road that doesn't have cities, that doesn't have neighborhoods.
Wait, how you can't choose your sexuality, Deroy. You are one who knows that. And I know I have a lot of Deroy lore that a lot of you guys aren't privy to. But Deroy has said that he struggled with getting an erection while wrestling guys in underwear in Job Corps. He says that when you become married, thoughts of having sex or same sexual attraction supposed to stop. I okay, all right, let's go.
In it. It's just them out on the road looking for whatever comes running out of that forest, okay, to give them pleasure and call it relationship. Okay?
Straight people do that too. Oh my God, straight people have sex with any. It's not a LGBTQIA thing. It's just people and sexuality, Deroy. That's how we work. Okay.
That's what the gay life is like. It's not about love. It's trying to love. It's trying to find out what love is. It's trying to use something that you're comfortable with and call it love because you're comfortable with it, not because it really is love, not because it has any foundation, it has any history that gives it a foundation. It's just you trying to make, the world turn by, living this, crazy lifestyle or having these crazy ideas about sex.
So I'm gonna say this, and this you would actually pick this up. So there are a few things that comes with the Deroy Cruz story. One, unironic homoeroticism. Two, victimization. And three, just a story out of anywhere. He's just gonna come up with a story that doesn't relate to the topic. But like this is what we call Deroyism. I mean, sometimes the community that I used to watch his videos and are part of it is called penny candy stories. So we're gonna watch for this. I just we're gonna watch for this. We're gonna watch for this. All right, let's go.
And portray them. Okay, life doesn't work that way. Now you can be as gay as you want to be. You can tell yourself you're a man in a woman's body, or a woman in a man's body all you want. Thing is, the fact that there are heterosexual people out there that are happy with the sex that they were born with, okay, debunks your whole preaching, your whole platform about you being any honest, sincere transgender person.
So, according to Deroy Cruz here, because there are straight people, because there are cis people, means that there can't be any trans people. Deroy, that's not how that works, man. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Yes, there is a spectrum. There is a range of people who are cis and trans and non-binary. There is a spectrum of people who are straight, who are pan, bi, or gay. That doesn't because the existence of one thing doesn't disprove the other. Dude, the evidence of absence is not the evidence. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. All right, let's go.
Because if anybody had to go and get surgery to be a woman, and you know what I mean. So if you go and get surgery to make yourself into a woman, and you cutting yourself and putting silicone in yourself and taking parts off other parts of your body and putting them in between your legs and all that, then how come?
Deroy, that's not how that works. Most trans women, in order to have breasts, they take hormones. Deroy, that's not silicone, dude. We're not in the 80s anymore, Deroy. We're not in the 80s. That's not how this works. Secondly, there are trans women that still have penises. That don't mean that they're cutting on themselves. Thirdly, Deroy, stop talking about subjects you don't know nothing about.
This woman over here ain't got to do it. She a woman. She look more woman than you when she's obese. She look more woman than you when she ain't got no meat on her bones.
Oh yeah, and he's like really, really superficially like focused. You can be too skinny for Deroy and too fat for Deroy. Yeah, that's the thing that happens with him. But let's go.
She more woman than you in a paint suit. You dressing all up. She look more a woman than you, okay, in a paint suit. You putting on the skirt and high heels and all like that, and you can tell that you're a man because when you put on high heels, you don't went from 7 to 8 feet tall.
Deroy, dog, you're stupid. You're talking about passing privileges. I'm gonna show you a picture of Blair White, and I want to see how pretty you think she is. I'm gonna show you a picture of Contra, and I want you to. I want ContraPoints. I want to I actually said this. I'm thinking that we should actually get Deroy a picture of just passing trans women that have passing privilege, and let's see how he actually thinks. But according to him, the only thing that he sees is different is height, which is fucking stupid. Okay, Deroy.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
All right, enough of that. But
no, I don't.
Look, man, and God bless anybody that wakes up. And it's not that hard, but wake up and free yourself. Wake up and free yourself. There is no justification for the LGBTQ community.
Says you, dog. Says you. And mind you, Deroy has actually said he has had homosexual thoughts before. But it's a choice for him.
Just isn't. Okay, the only justification you get is, okay, go ahead. Go ahead and do that. If that's what you want to do. But other than that, there's no justification for it.
That's all the justification we need, Deroy. Because if it's that you want to love who you want to love, as long as you're not hurting anybody and everybody is consenting, why is it a problem? But let's go.
Okay. You don't have to fight to be normal. If you're fighting to be normal, then you ain't normal. Okay.
On that much we agree, Deroy. You shouldn't have to fight to be normal because normal is bullshit. But let's go.
And these transgender people, they want to, and I think they're getting kicks out of this. Because it's our government. It's not really the LGBTQ community that is forcing, this shrine on us, this religion on us. It is.
How is it a religion, Deroy? How is it a religion? Is it promising an afterlife? Does it have tenets? Does it have motherfucking rites and rituals that you have to? How is it somebody choosing to love who they want to love is anywhere near a motherfucking religion? It's this bullshit that you see with a lot of people that have, strong beliefs. They want to actually characterize your lack of belief or your morals as some kind of belief. This wokeness is a religion. Like, you just want to denigrate it down to something that you feel is bad or on equal level what you're doing. So, you can't make fun of me for doing something stupid. You're doing something stupid now too. But that's what this is. That's all this is. All right, let's go.
Is the government. It is the elite left that are pushing this agenda. And if they don't care about gay people, it's an agenda. To use gayism, to use racism, to use other forms of, leftist politics to control us, to make us bow down to their false god.
So here's what's funny. Some leftists are authoritarian, but all authoritarians are right-wingers. Like, seriously. He is saying that leftists is trying to control people by giving people a choice of who they can love and what they want to be. That's controlling. Okay, let's go, Deroy.
To their, communist, socialist agenda. Okay.
Communism and socialism. Of course, he has to throw that shit in there too. Let's go.
They don't really care about gay people. Okay, Joe Biden ain't gay. Okay.
Wait, so the only reason why you can care about somebody is if you're that group? Deroy, where's the human empathy? I have compassion for people who aren't gay, but I'm not gay. I have compassion for women, and I'm not a woman. I have compassion for people that are not black, and I'm black. That's what's called human empathy. I thought your Christ preached loving others as you loved yourself. This is Christian nationalism, guys. This is the epitome of Christian nationalism, because that's all this is. This is, I'm using God to whip you in line. And yes, he not only does he like Brandon, not only does he like Jesse Lee Peterson, he's also a Brandon Tatum fan. But let's go.
Hunter Biden probably slept with some homosexuals, okay? But that don't make him gay. It just make him, that just puts him in the agenda. That just, but that don't make him gay. Hunter Biden probably slept with some homosexuals, okay? But that don't make him gay. It just make him, that just puts him in the agenda. That just,
Why so many conservatives so concerned with who Hunter Biden slept with? I bet Deroy wakes up in the middle of the night. I have to see Hunter Biden's dick. Like, wow, like, dog, come on, man, come on. Why is that such a thing for you? Like, why does it matter? And of course, what he said was actually pretty telling, almost like an admission of himself. Just because you sleep with a man it doesn't make you gay. No, but it makes you bi. And you know what? If you sleeping with a man, and I'm gonna actually say this, in one of the things that kind of like it pisses me off to see people on the left that says that if you're a man and you like penis, that makes you gay or bi. Now, I've seen people say, well, if you're a man and you attracted to a trans woman that still has a penis, that doesn't make you gay. Like, no, it makes you bi, but that doesn't make you less of a man. It does say something about your sexuality. It does. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna get like shit about that on the left, but to actually sit back and try to play word games with people to say that, hey, if you are a guy that likes penis, that leads to some homosexuality or bisexuality, or if you're a woman that likes vagina, that leads to some homosexuality or bisexuality. That's a thing. It doesn't make you less of a person. It just means that you like more flavors of that motherfucking Baskin Robbins that we call sexuality. But let's continue.
But gays love when, people go around like that whole spa ordeal where the women didn't, the women were okay with letting a pretty face walk in there and pretend to be a woman until that woman wasn't ashamed to show her pecker. Okay, and then it's like, okay, look here, dude.
Now, this is a video from over a year ago, so he's talking about that spa situation where a trans woman was changing, and she wasn't even showing her genitalia. It just so happened to show, and like somebody was like tripping motherfucking balls. But let's go.
Look here, dude. Get out. And if you can't get out, I'll get out, and I'll take my money back. And I don't blame them. Okay, transgender people should have their own Olympics. They should have their own bathroom. And when I say transgender people, I say even transgender women and transgender men should be separate. Transgender women should have their own. Transgender men should have their own. Because transgender women, putting them all in a box with transgender men, that doesn't work. Transgender women and transgender men should have their own, just like men have their own and women have their own. Okay.
Okay, so this is going to be a strange point of agreement. I think we should do a lot of mixed gender sports. I'm sorry, like I really do. And this is, to me, that I will say that not for the bigger reason why he says it. No, fuck you, Deroy. But I would love to see a mixed gendered major league sport. Now I know we have it in the Chicagoland area for volleyball, for like softball, but and I understand to get the competitive edge that I know that a lot of people will actually look towards. For instance, it will take training. It's by no means. It will take training, and it will take a consistency of training. But yeah, no, fuck. I would love to see just mixed gender sports. They already have some mixed gender sports. But I would see that as fucking awesome, because with the right training prep over the course of a generation, maybe you won't see that much of a difference in a lot of different sports. I mean, like we have mixed gender, fucking intellectual competitions or non-physical sports. And if you ask people 100 years ago, of course they'll say women can't compete mentally with men. So I would look forward to that shit just for the simple fact that it will seem fun and different. But this bigoted bullshit, no, this is fucking stupid. Let's go.
Okay, they should have their own Olympics. They should have their own bathrooms. Okay, but see, they don't want that because they want to convince us, okay, that they're women. You cannot convince me you're a woman.
No, they want to convince us that they're just like any other person. That's what they want because they are. They just choose to express their gender identity different than what's easy for you to comprehend. So fucking what? All right, let's go.
You cannot convince me. Once I know, you cannot convince me otherwise.
Wow, he said the quiet part out loud. Once he knows, he has said the quiet part out loud. Once he knows. That's what this is about. Once he knows. Okay, Deroy. So if you never know, then you'll be fine? Alright, let's go.
Once I see something manly about you, you cannot convince me otherwise. Okay?
Deroy, the clocker, like he actually said, like, what if a woman was actually born cisgender, and you think she's not? Does that make her like? I get it, and I'm a little bit okay. Here, let me just say this because I want to actually say this. Deroy has actually called me a woman before. And I had to correct him multiple times that I was born with a penis. I still have my penis. And yeah, he's called, but we can't trust Deroy to fucking clock anybody because he doesn't know the difference between, well, a difference between a lot of things, but still, he's gonna know when a trans woman is has her penis or not. Okay, let's go. Shit, this is stupid.
You just can't. Okay, stop. Just stop. But you know, these LGBTQ people, they love when the government pushes the agenda on us Christians and everybody else that have a more moral, conclusion to this. Okay.
What agenda does the government push? I'm sorry, Deroy. What agenda? What agenda? Let's go.
Okay, they love when they push us because they like to play victim. They like to play victim. And they like to play victim because they know they're not going to go out there and get dates and get love and have orgasms and all the things that heterosexuals doing. A man...
I can assure you that you can have orgasms with everything that a same-sex couple would actually do. I can assure you that I've seen where there have been women who were enjoying themselves between themselves and they have orgasms. That's a thing that happened. Oh my God, Deroy doesn't know that most women don't have orgasms for penetration. Oh my God, Deroy probably has never given a woman a orgasm. But let's go.
Can give, as I said in the last video, a man can give another man, okay, a 100%. Yeah, sometimes I guess oral sex, depending on the intent of the oral sex, you can have a really, really, really strong, crazy, a man can have a strong, crazy orgasm.
How do you know, Deroy? How do you know? Mr. Life Applications Call for Mr. Homosexuals are bad and evil. How do you know, dog? How do you know? Okay, wow, Deroy Cruz. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's go.
Okay, but again, a woman can give a man great. A man can have great oral sex with his wife. Okay.
It's like he's trying to convince himself, right? It's like he's trying to convince himself. All right, let's go. Wow, Deroy. Wow.
But only a woman. Okay. And her love for her husband can give a man a, a very, that really hard, powerful orgasm that a man gets only from, time spent having natural sex with a woman, especially.
Wait, isn't all sex natural? I mean, like, is it okay? Oh wow. How do you know the difference, Deroy? How do you know? Did you dabble in it? Like, is that the reason why I said Hunter Biden, even if he had sex with men, he's not gay? Like, okay, let's go.
If it's passionate and they're in love, there's that orgasm that men get you can't get this in prison. You can't get this in prison by, you can't get this, from anal sex. You can't get this from, hand jobs.
How do you know? Oh my God. Oh my God. He's going down a list of you can't get it from prison. Who was talking about prison? Okay, let's go.
Okay, this only comes from sexual intercourse between a man and a woman that's in love. There's an orgasm, and I've had it before that I can't even right now as I think I can't even get it out of my head. The times that I remember when I had you know what I'm saying. I'm saying, but you can't get it.
What do you remember, D-Ray? What do you remember? And he's going off on a pity candy story. I know. What does this have to do with porn? I don't know. But yeah, he is saying that. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But let's go.
From being gay, same thing with being lesbian. You can but when a woman is reaching her peak, okay, when a woman is having multiple orgasms and she reaches that peak to where she finds satisfaction in one setting, okay. You can
usually toys are involved in a tongue, but I don't hear dick. All right, let's go.
Not imitate this as a lesbian. You can't get this from a dildo. Now I'm not saying it takes a penis, but it takes, it does take more than just, there is, if you ask a woman, she'll tell you there is.
He says you can't get it from a woman, and he says it doesn't take a penis. But you can't get it from a dildo. What the fuck is she doing there? Okay, let's go.
There's something about a penis, and a lot of times, even and gay women, if they be honest, will admit it too. Sometimes a woman wants a penis, even though she knows that she can get it from fingers and maybe even from fellatio. Okay, she wants a penis.
Oh my God. Then Deroy, she's not gay, she's bi. Secondly, fellatio is what you do to a guy. It's called cunnilingus when you do it to a woman. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I need some tissue. Oh my God. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Oh my God. He just really said that. Oh my God. I can't believe this man just said that. Wow. Okay. We shall continue. Let's go.
Penis. That is what will suffice. Okay. And I noticed that lesbians. You know how many lesbians get together and go out with their girlfriends and sleep with heterosexual males? Okay. And then come back and call themselves still lesbians.
They're not lesbians, dog. They might find themselves as with partners, but that doesn't mean that they're lesbians. They're probably bi or pan, and they may be romantically attracted to women, but they may still want to sleep with guys in some occasions. That doesn't make them give up their vagina licking card. That just means that they're more fluid with their sexuality than what you would like you admit to. But let's continue.
I mean, sometimes a girl will, if you see two women, now in porn, it could be, it's just sex. It's just.
Oh, that's what he's basing this shit off of. He thinks porn is real life. Okay, Deroy, that's not how that works, man. That's not at all how it works. But let's continue.
Group sex. But in the real world, if you see two women.
Deroy, what is your Pornhub category? Threesomes? That's what your Pornhub category is. Is it threesomes? What about reality? Ooh, I got it. Outside, or BBW, or ebony, or anime. Oh, all right, let's go.
Sleep with the same guy together. It's usually a lesbian couple. Okay, this is why I don't have respect for the LGBTQ community, because there's no
because of Pornhub. You don't have respect because of Pornhub, dude. If you're upset because there are people on Pornhub having threesomes, then there's straight people. Wow, I know this is like a whataboutism, but you just said because threesomes in the Pornhub category exist, you don't have respect for 20% of the population. But let's go.
Foundation. There's no spiritual power except the power of demons in this movement.
Somebody got that devil dick. All right, I'm sorry. What? How? What? Can you measure that spiritual power? I mean, like, is it like reishi? Is it like chakra? Like, what is the spiritual power? All right, let's go. Or is it spiritual pressure? Don't give him ideas saying pressure. Let's go.
It really is, and you can hate me all you want for saying it, but it is, the spirit of dumbness, and and let me tell you something else. Women suffer from promiscuity more than men. This is the hallmark of marriage. Why do we get married in the first place?
Oh yeah, Deroy is a red pillar. He is a MGTOW. He's an admitted MGTOW because reasons. Let's go.
Because men and women are different. We don't get married to hook up with somebody that we're one with, that we have everything in common with. No, the whole point of marriage is that men and women are different. Marriage keeps men and women taking care of each other. Any man knows. Like let's say a woman marries Deroy Cruz.
that isn't a hypothetical. That's a plea for help. That's a plea for help from him. Let's say that shit again.
And women taking care of each other. Any man knows. Like let's say a woman marries Deroy Cruz. Well,
he is serious. All right, let's go.
My height might have been an issue when we was dating. Once we get married, though, my height's not an issue anymore. Once you get married,
his height may have been an issue when you were dating. Once you get married, his height isn't an issue. That doesn't work, dude. She actually okayed you, even though a height may have been an issue. When you got married, then it became even less of an issue. Oh, okay, let's go.
There's no more competition. Okay, once you get married, you know what I'm saying? And then there's, like a man. He might go out there and he might look at a lot of women, but he might find a woman that's going to love him back and they get married. Okay, all them other women are not an issue anymore. Okay?
D-Ray, people still cheat even after they get married. Hell, people still have open poly relationships after they get married, not even just cheat. Like, that marriage is not some magical spell that stops you from being human. That's not how this works. All right, let's go.
Okay? They're just women that are looking and thinking, but ain't nothing happening. Okay? But women suffer from sexual promiscuity more than men. That is why men and women get married. And women, even lesbian women, look for protection and shielding from men. They never get past that. You're always going to wish and hope. I'm looking at lesbian women out here, you know what I mean? They playing boyfriend and girlfriend with the girls, but who's walking to the bus?
You can't play boyfriend and girlfriend when it's two girls. You're just two girlfriends, dog. Like, he thinks he's preaching. This man thinks he's spitting. Like, no, dude, you're a fucking idiot. And what you're saying makes no sense. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Bus stop at night, a man, okay? You know what I'm saying? You know, who do they trust? Who's, you know what I'm saying? Who's coming to the house and doing things around the house that are mechanical? A man.
You don't know that, Deroy. You just assuming. There are women who are very capable handy persons. Like, the fuck? Like maintenance crews ain't all. It's not a requirement to be a maintenance person to have a big swinging dick. It's not. All right, let's go.
Okay, most of the time it ain't the lesbian girlfriend, okay? You know, because the lesbian girlfriend got a man over her house too, okay?
Wait, if they're living together, then they by your definition, they're living together. They don't have a boyfriend there. Again, it's like Deroy's talking about bi people, and he's just using that as a springboard to attack all people. Wait, let's go.
It just isn't real. It's fictional. You know, the whole LGBTQ thing is fictional, okay? And that's why God in the Bible talks so harshly about it, because it's not relationships, it's not love, it's fiction. Some people love fiction and they fall in love with fiction, marry fiction. Some people.
Yeah, Deroy, like, believe in a book that says the Earth is only 6,000 years old. That's the truest thing. Even though the book says that the sun circles around the Earth instead of the other way around. Yeah, that's the fiction. That there's a glass dome on top of the Earth. That book is true, but you know, reality is fiction. Yeah, let's go, Deroy.
People are in the real world, though. They're really in the real world, and they're learning how to live in the real world. And again, it's not gays, but it's the government, and it's the elite left that is pushing this agenda. Gays just want love, but they chosen.
Yeah. People just want to love who the fuck they want to love, and you have an issue. You have an issue because people want to love who they fucking want to love, and it's an issue. What is the government saying? You can't discriminate against them? Deroy, you want the government to have protected classes. You particularly want the government to have protected classes, because if you weren't part of protected classes, there are people who still want to see you in chains, replaying old singing the Song of the South and shit like that. But let's go.
They know they've chosen a way to hurt them. They know, and you know what? There's no gay person out there that's walking around gay and ain't embarrassed about it.
Of course, it sounds like he's talking from experience, right, guys? Right?
Okay? Because all you got to do around a gay person is see them together or see them, you know, acting gay or whatever, and just be like, okay, whatever that was, to just walk by me, okay, whatever. And I'm telling you, you'll see a reaction. Because one thing they don't like is the fact that it's never normal for every.
Deroy, if you're actually being openly bigoted to somebody and they have an issue with that, the issue isn't that they're ashamed of it. It's the issue that you're being openly bigoted to people. That's the problem, Deroy. And I understand you're too stupid to understand that, but that's what the problem is. But let's continue.
Everybody. And they're not really concerned that everybody should treat it as normal. They're more worried about the fact that no matter how everybody treats it, they can never feel normal because it's not normal. Transgender men and women don't feel normal. I don't care how great their sex is. And
for him, Deroy, somebody like Deroy, it always goes back to sexual intercourse. Yes, he is this stupid. But it's just, what his problem is that people want to be, and I'm all about just like accepting people to want to love who they want to love. But Deroy, his problem is, why the hell are you telling people that it's an option out there? Because if it's an option out there for people like Deroy, then he may choose that option, and he doesn't want to choose that option. So you should take that option away from him. That's what it is. But let's continue.
1 out of 500. Okay? I don't care how great the sex is. They struggle. They even commit suicide over the fact that they never ever will be normal again.
It's not, again, Deroy, you dumb fuck. It's not about being normal. It's about the acceptance of society. That's all it is. Now, I get that there are people who are wants to be accepted as some special snowflake, and look, I chose something different, so I'm super special. No, what should matter is as long as you're with somebody and you're not hurting them, you're not fucking, coercing them to be with you. There's no harm being done. It should be that you can get to be who the fuck you want to be with. That's it, Deroy. That's all it is. But, Deroy is a self-hating person. Let's go.
And sometimes it's better to be normal than to get laid at all. A lot of times it's better to be normal and it's better to be moral than to get laid. It's better to be moral and normal than to get your preference. Okay?
So, you guys hear this shit, right? It's not just me saying it. That it's almost as if, and I said it, and I'm going back to my issues that I had with my shorts that I do that a lot of people are actually starting to watch. A lot of this is just self-talk. Some of it is just like talk that I found out some accomplishments that I've actually made, but it's really directed to people that I feel that needs to help based on my experience. Sometimes it's goals that I set for myself. Sometimes it's goals that I've actually accomplished, and this is what the way I feel about them. This is what Deroy is doing. He is talking to himself about how it's a choice for him to like penis, how it's a choice for him to be infatuated with trans people. It's a choice for him to have all these sinful thoughts. But he's saying that this choice is only being forced upon us because the government is allowing it. But let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I go out there and I see beautiful women every day and I'm just like any other man. I want the girl with the hot legs. But what if the one that's going to love me doesn't show her legs? I don't get to see her legs till we get married.
Yeah, he's a leg man. He's definitely a leg man. But let's go.
That's a good thing. You know what I mean? I have faith in what them legs look like under that dress. Because the more modesty a woman practices, the more she's perceived as a woman of God, and the more that you can trust her to be modest about other things as well. But homosexuality is very immodest. I don't care how much clothes.
What if you don't want a woman of God? Like, she's like, seriously, what if that's not a big thing in your eyes? What if you just want somebody to be honest, be truthful, be open with your expressions with her? What if that's what you want? But Deroy, he can't let that slide. It has to be his particular way of how he sees women. And if it's not, then it's a fucking problem to him. Oh God, that's an ugly ass face. But let's go.
He put on. It's very, very immodest. Okay? There's just places where men don't go with other men. You can hug a man.
Wait. Okay, let's ride that back. Let's go.
Okay? There's just places where men don't go with other men. You can hug a man, you can even kiss a man. You can lay your head on a man's chest or whatever. Okay? But the gay thing with the man, that's fictional. That's not real.
Excuse me? Wait, what? You can hug a man, you can kiss a man, you can lay your head on a man's chest, but doing that gay stuff, that's fictional? Wow. I had heard part of this video, but I didn't hear that part. Okay, wow. Okay, that is a thing that he said. Okay, that is a thing that he said. Wow. Okay, let's go.
Okay, that's you making fiction out of what's supposed to be real. And the same thing with the lesbian thing. And I know, especially for the women, it's always an issue with a man when a woman's a lesbian. There is no lesbian out there that doesn't have an issue with men, whether it's her father, whether it's her ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, or
Freud has been disproven with this bullshit. Like, wait, what? There are some women that just like women. Deroy, do you have to wake up in the morning and choose to be straight? I know. I usually wake up in the morning with a stiffness in my step because I'm thinking about, women that I've been found attractive in my dreams. But no, it's not a choice. Okay, all right, let's go.
person that raped her or whatever. When it comes to women, it's because of an issue out there in the family or elsewhere that causes that one. And the same thing with the guys. Okay, I don't know too many guys that weren't gay by either molestation, okay, or something that happened to them, abuse, whether it was physical abuse of a father or mother or whatever.
So what Deroy fails to realize that there are people who realize that they're gay from birth, that they've been attracted for men from birth, or he doesn't realize that because it seems like Deroy has taken some convincing to maybe think about certain type of things, and it's fucking stupid because in the end, it just. Oh god, he's hurting my head, and I already have my nose starting to get congested. Let's go.
But there's always that element in there. If you go back and you ask these people, well, really, dude, what provokes you? What drives you to be gay? Okay, what drives you to be gay is things that bothered you in life, and you found homosexuality as solace and a place to escape. Okay, and even not only homosexuality, but sexual promiscuity coming from both sides. It's all coming from that place of escape. Okay. In closing. Let me say this real quick. I done forgot.
Wait, what? In closing. Oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah. All right, let's go.
I done forgot what I was gonna say. It didn't left my mind. But yeah, it didn't left my mind. Anyway, I might do a part 3, or I might throw it in another upcoming video. I think I said it. But
his brain was broken there. He had to let it refresh.
While you are out there practicing sexual promiscuity and homosexuality and all these things, the world is full of people that are victimized by something. And they're not victimized by their own virginity. They're not victimized by, the church. Nice try, devil, but they're not victimized by the church.
A lot of people are victimized by the church. Let's go, Deroy. Let's go.
They're not victimized by relationships that are derived from the church. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. Okay? But everybody needs the Lord. Everybody.
I doubt it, but let's go.
Needs the Lord. And when you know the Lord will deliver you. If he don't deliver you, then you're not saved. Okay.
So you're no true Scotsman is. Oh, all right, let's go.
But the whole reason why homosexuality is wrong, because there is, sex is not a multiple choice thing.
Yeah,
sex is one thing. Just like God, as I said before, is one. God is one thing. So is love. So is sex. Okay. And you say that you really.
He's just making up this theology some kind of way. He's most likely just here. I have his source. I have his source. All right, here.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
Yeah, I just chose the wrong thing, but no, go ahead, Deroy. Keep talking.
Really, you feel that you have to be gay. But the truth of the matter is you don't have to be gay. Because, deciding that you want to do the right thing, okay, regardless of how you feel, is not a cop-out. It's a good moral excellence.
Done.
I said, I'm done. I'm just done with this fool because in the end, the only thing that he can actually think of is you need to suffer because God says that's bad. And no, dude, you obviously have issues that you need to actually work out. And I'm just not here for this. My motherfucking head is starting to pound and I'm ready to go to motherfucking bed. So I'm going to ask you guys, please like, share, subscribe. We are saying, Deroy, we need to make sure that you buy you all 5'2" of what a woman can handle of you. But fuck Deroy. And by the way, remember, trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by June 1st. Like, share, and subscribe, and then we're gonna cut this video segment here.
If I gave myself the power